DC's market is hot, and that's why today we're going to talk about the difference between a full inspection and a pre-inspection. Hi, welcome back to another Coffee with Coleman, where we love to discuss Washington, D.C., business, real estate, all that good stuff. My name is John Coleman, and I'm a real estate agent here in Washington, D.C. with the Jason Martin Group. So you clicked on this video wanting to know a little bit more about the difference between an inspection and a pre-inspection. And if you haven't watched my video already on what an inspection is, I'd highly recommend you go check that out because it walks through all the things that the inspector will be going through when they're looking at your house. So one of the questions I get a lot from people when we first sit down to talk about their search and looking for their first home is, I hear from all of my friends that you might need to waive an inspection contingency in order to buy a house in DC. And I call BS, because waiving an inspection contingency is just kind of dumb. In fact, I've only had a couple people do it, and when they did do it, I made them send a waiver saying I thought it was dumb. The reason being is this is a huge financial investment, and it's important for you to take it very seriously in the sense of understanding all the things that tick and talk inside the house that are going to be detrimental to the long-term health of the home and the people living in it. So in a traditional sale where it's you and a seller and you get together, you get a deal, and then you're going to go inside and you're going to start doing your home inspection. And during that home inspection, you're going to spend probably 2 to 3 hours in the house. You're going to test all the outlets, all the windows. The inspector's going to be going through and taking tons of notes and pictures, and you're going to have a lot of time to digest that information. And everything's going to be touched, like everything's going to be gone through and making sure that it's all in working order, and all the things, no matter how big or small, are going to be worked through and making sure that we know the exact condition of the home at that period of time. And in a normal situation, you might be able to negotiate repairs, you might be able to ask for a credit so you can fix something that you didn't like, or if you didn't like the results of the home inspection, you can back out and get your earnest money deposit back. However, in this hot market, in an area where things are moving so fast and so furiously, one of the things that people do is they waive a home inspection. But it's not the way you think about it. What they do is they actually do a home inspection before putting the offer on the house. And this is good for a couple of reasons. One, it allows you to make a decision on price and putting an offer based on all of the information that you have on hand, and you've already been in there with a home inspector. Why is this less than ideal? Well, 2 reasons. 3 reasons actually. First is, you don't know if you're going to get the house. So you might end up spending money on a home inspection on a house that you might never actually move into. And if that's the case, I'd rather you spend that money on something cool like dinner or drinks with friends or going camping for the weekend, not on a home inspection of a house that you're never going to step foot inside to again. Second, usually you're not going to be able to negotiate what you found out. So you could ask for a couple things here or there, but the basic understanding of a pre-inspection is usually you're going to take the house in the as-is condition that it's in and trying to make your offer as compelling as possible against other people. And third, when you do a pre-inspection, it's going to be a little bit different than a full inspection. You're still going to go through all the major things. Your inspector should still go on your roof. They should go into a crawl space. They should look at your HVAC. They should look at your electric panel. They should look at all of the things that we call big ticket items. So things that could cost you lots and lots of money or be detrimental to the health of the home and the people living in it. And instead of getting that report with all those pictures, you're going to be more on the hip of the inspector taking notes at your own time. So that's going to be a piece of it that you need to know as well, is you're just not going to get that report at the end of the day. So the pre-inspection is also just not as thorough as the inspection. And you still go to all the major things. You're going to look at all the appliances. You're going to look at the electric panel. Should still go on the roof. Try to get your inspector on the roof. That's a huge thing. So if they can get on the roof, they'll get on the roof. And making sure that you can test all the major things of the house. What are they not going to do? Well, they're not going to open every cabinet door. They're not going to test every outlet, and they're not going to open and close every single window. But they should still give you a really good sense of the exact condition of the house at that time, so you can make a bid with all the knowledge that you need to. If things continue trending like they are this spring, well, chances are you're going to have a conversation with your agent about potentially a pre-inspection if the house is going to get a lot of interest, because it's just one way to jockey and get rid of one of your contingencies in the contract to make your offer stand out in front of all the other ones. So if you have more questions about making your offer as strong as possible, feel free to reach out. My information's below, and I would love to help out as much as I can, because this is a dynamic market, and having a dynamic plan is crucial in landing the house you want in the shortest amount of time. So that's it for today. If you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. Do me a favor, hit the like button if you liked what you heard today, and hit the subscribe button if you want to know more about the stuff that I'm sharing with new buyers all across the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. So thanks again for stopping by another Coffee with Coleman. Peace.